Why is it so damn hot? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. But what is up, you filthy gamers? It's your boy Dirtec coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to the character breakdowns from today's Kombat cast. We're going to be watching IGN. They dropped 3 videos, I believe. I think it's Rain, Sindel, and General Shao, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to go into these character breakdowns, see what they're talking about, see what's going on with these characters. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to go into this. We're going to see what's going on. As I'm setting this up, guys, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Like, come on. Help the brother out. Help out the channel. It's going to be some amazing thing. It's the best thing you do. Help me out. It'll be much appreciated. I'm going to shut up now. Let's see what they got to say.
So you'll notice right off the bat, he has a new weapon, which is his wizard staff.
Wizard staff.
And he uses it in most of his normal attacks.
Okay.
And he is definitely now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his attacks. A couple normals I really wanted to talk about. Like, you can see even his sweep. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I love the kick up.
It's so good.
Before they continue, let me know in the comments, how do y'all feel about Rain actually using a staff now, for him being like a wizard and everything? How do y'all feel about that? Me personally, I'm not too fond of it. But it's something different. But yeah, it's an for me. But let me know what y'all think. I think he still looks pretty cool though. He looks interesting. But yeah, just let me know what y'all think.
And you'll notice the water leaves the top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right. I absolutely love it. So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, 1, 3 is just like really good range mid, pretty quick. It's also got forward 3, which is an overhead, into a double overhead, and he gets a pop-up. That'll be one of his most important, I think.
Oh,
And one other normal I really wanted to show was a standing 4, which, even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
Right.
So strong that he can actually kick you across the world.
That's kind of funny.
Now this is an interesting one, because if you hold it,
Delay it.
he gets a combo.
Okay.
And he can also cancel out of the hold to fake you out.
Okay.
There you go. See? I'm good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you, and then you burst out. So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different. And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go into his special moves?
I think so.
So he has some really interesting zoning tools. I mean, some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his straight projectile, which takes up a ton of real estate.
Okay.
It's fairly quick and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown. He can actually hold it down and get a stagger.
Oh wow, okay.
And you can actually cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the move,
Yeah.
doing different timings, doing the EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing.
Okay.
When you have a projectile like that that takes up a ton of space, what's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Jump?
Jump. And that's not going to be super effective because he has an anti-air version. And this has a very neat EX that actually allows him to pop up for combos.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again, it makes a full screen projectile become kind of an offensive tool up close. Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him?
Does it beat out the
He
projectile?
has a water bubble where he surrounds himself in water.
Okay.
And any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually just be destroyed when it hits the water bubble.
Okay. All right.
And this is something that he can set up, go behind,
Okay.
go in the middle of.
Works as a shield.
Exactly. But if you EX it surrounds him and travels with him.
Kind of walk him down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
Now, there's other ways you can get in. He could set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants. And then he can actually warp through them. So you could do...
So you mean to tell me you can play Portal in Mortal Kombat? Really? If y'all don't know what Portal is, go look that up. Go look up Portal. Interesting. Okay. So he doesn't have a traditional teleport. You have to set that up. I wonder if they're gonna say like how long each rift stays open.
Cool stuff. Like set one here, go in when you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or when you're in, you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
Okay.
And then you can go straight into combos, fun stuff like that. Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it, they get popped up for combos.
Okay.
Life's moments,
Why is
big
there children
and
here?
small, start with a single seed.
We're here for the Mortal
Our
Kombat.
chemistry.
Ooh, excuse me.
I love how he just grabs the top of his staff and throws
Yes,
it down.
it is
Really cool.
so cool looking. Another move he has is his Geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special he can 2 and 1 into, and if he EX it, it has armor. So it's a good wake-up attack, a good way to beat pressure, and I think it'll be one of his best combo enders. And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
So cool.
And this is a move that he can actually hold
Oh wow. Okay.
or cancel and just drop down. So you can do stuff like you're doing your water ball, and what's called it a fireball, and it's literally the opposite of that. Go into this, fake out the opponent, immediately drop down. You can set up, you can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals, be doing that Thunder God move, cancel it, go through the portal, just all kind of options full screen. I think he's going to be a really interesting character to kind of freeze them up full screen together and then start doing his mix-ups. And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Striker because I think a cop teaming with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat, right? So the first thing I'll show with Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high.
Bro, get the fuck out.
And you can imagine, these are ambush
Sirens.
moves, which means they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff.
Okay.
But
Alright.
you are doing your straight water beam while he's doing his grenades. They can also aid you in combos. So you can do stuff like
Okay. Okay.
Striker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cop Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead, and the classic baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads. So,
Got
great
access
example.
to both of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So, one thing you could do, you got your overhead, your opponent's stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? Sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low.
Oh, okay.
Then they get used to the timing. They're like, oh, I'm one of these like Ninja Killer or Sonic people with good reflexes. I can fuzzy that. Then you start doing stuff like
Okay. Okay.
Cock Bob.
Got
Mix
it.
it up. So just from this 50-50, he can use Striker to have more 50-50s.
That's
It's like
that's how you beat Sonic Fox.
that's
how you beat
That's
Sonic
all
Fox.
you have to do.
Got it.
I think it's gonna take
Like
more than
a
that.
famous football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Striker has one more move,
God, dog.
which I think is probably my favorite.
My favorite thing is he used a sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind and handcuffs you. And this gives you
Wow.
a reset. Then you get a bunch of advantage and you can go for a mix-up.
Okay.
So you get into your combos with a handcuff move, then go in and continue your offense. So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Okay.
It's super
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So it turns into
So
a
I
guessing
think
game.
that's
They have to.
that's Rain
Okay.
and Striker, and I maybe go into his Fatal Blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just say Striker is my favorite Fatal Blow.
Okay.
That was like super excessive. Ooh! Oh! Ooh! No White Claw. No. Now we're going to go into Shao Kahn. Let's make sure. We're still here? Yeah, we're still here. We're still here. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Shao Kahn. General Shao. I'm sorry.
So, big thing, just to show, this is kind of the thesis statement, just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two, it has advantage, so if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably. Push
Yeah, I
the
was
buttons
just jabbing.
Don't do that, because you're going to get hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance to it too, like I can get you from there. Like really nice, kind of can lead in some combos.
Right.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast, bounces them up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some pathways with that move.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses Zax or he's just huge big boots.
Damn.
Yeah,
Standing
just-
big boot. And like a lot of people, I
Like
enjoy
no,
the two-player
no
animation
momentum.
strings.
Just
Right.
So we
here's a
have
foot to the
his is
chest.
overhead, doesn't combo to anything, but hit the throw button afterwards.
So good.
Huh?
He also has a low one as well.
Ooh.
Come back to those later as well.
Right.
Now let's talk about his special moves. His special move, the one that kind of encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground, and there it is. You have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right?
Okay,
You can also call
okay.
it back. Boom.
Okay.
Now when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back one.
Nice.
He also I get the axe back after doing the command grab.
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And some are faster, some have different reactions.
Right. So and some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So here's his throw. While we're at it, just to show the Mataro as well. And then with the axe, he just bangs in the face with the axe.
Right.
Other specials he has. So you can huge. That was the meter burn. You got a full screen projectile. Now if you're close, you can. Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up.
He has a buff. This makes your axe powers do more damage. You can
Okay.
also meter EX that to get more time on it as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Big move in his arsenal that also leads to a lot of crazy good damage is his armored launcher is his knee.
It's kind of represented, kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there. But if you EX the knee, you get a free power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the
Whoa,
ground.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
how-
whoa, wait a minute. Did he just OTG? Is that what I just seen? Did he just?
EX the knee. you get a free power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the ground again.
Okay.
So that's how
Jeez.
you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into power slam, back into that.
Yo!
That's a pretty nice chunky combo.
And now you have the axe back.
Right. When the axe is on the ground, other cool things can happen. Power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
Neat.
Now, here's the interesting thing. When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low,
Okay.
which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
You can also, you know, throw this down, do this.
And
Combo
that's
after.
like a quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can be near it, and it's very fast slash.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but Shao Kahn, General Shao, looks... Yo, that is interesting. I do like the stance change stuff. Because it's like, you damn. That's really different to the character. He throws the hammer, the axe down, and you can do moves to where you can pick it back up mid combo, and then keep it. That's smooth. That is smooth.
clearly meant to be going in and out during
Yes.
the fight. In the middle of combos, getting it back at the end of combos.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right, so it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it, establish the axe on the screen, and they're going to have to respect it, and that's going to kind of open up your grabs, your mix-ups, stuff like that.
And it's super cool. You can also, he also, has some, pick stuff out of the air. And
Jeez, Jesus!
The knee into power strike is huge.
Right.
Right. Really important. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull them out, walk behind it. You don't want to be throwing projectiles at it.
That's so
That
good.
will reflect. And I'm walking it down with that.
I love that, that's a way to call back to his thick reflect skin from
Right.
MK3.
And now you're kind of you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
Nice.
He also has this turret you can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you. Has a low one too. He can do that.
Okay.
Now here is something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He has this teleport, right?
Okay.
Maybe you can read a projectile, maybe not, but you can move around the battlefield quicker as
Right.
General Shao.
Okay.
But with this overhead, I can teleport and still
That's a
continue a
true
combo.
combo.
It's a true combo. So now you have to worry about this, and you have to worry about something like this. Like that's now in play.
Right.
So you can do the
okay.
full thing too. You can do like
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the Cameo system. It
Right.
allows you to break the rules and restrictions of your roster.
And I
character.
think
That
that's
is
why
awesome.
I love Shao so much is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter,
Yeah.
his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just so you can do with that.
And I think it's so neat about the Cameo system. You kind of look at your play style, look at your character, and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your Cameo to turn those weaknesses into strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now
and
you're close.
now you don't want to be
That is crazy.
there. Let's show the. We need to do.
Yeah,
the,
give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
Oh, he's not horsing around.
All right. Ooh. I thought something else was about to happen with that.
Take a look at the queen.
All right, so let's start with some of the basics. Two cool things about her in this game is she has these cool VFX, like this purple energy, and then the use of her hair.
Regal purple. The queen.
Absolutely. She has a really good range, as you'd imagine someone with magical long hair.
Ooh.
And there's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. First is forward 4, which kind of takes out of the page of the last game, and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool
She had a whole split
used to get in.
And that's a mid, right?
Yes. And it's pretty quick, but it has a really neat new follow-up. She jumps into the air, it's a low combo starter, and she can actually control how far she goes. She can do the close version, and actually land right in front of them, far version. Or she could just do it by itself, go in for a throw.
That's a wrap.
Thank you. Go for this cool low.
Dang, that's a.
Or one of her blocks.
She kind of smooth with
Another
it.
normals is back 2, which leads into an overhead, and she can combo into it, or you can do back 2 by itself and actually be airborne. Let's go over the special moves. We'll start with the classic, the Scream, the iconic, quintessential Sindel move. It's still one of her best combo starters. It stuns. They can't hear anything for a while. She's going to get a free hit. You can kind of get mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking. Like I said, it's great to hit confirm.
Does it restand, though?
Exactly.
I just throw it out all the time.
All the time. Then let's go over fireballs, which are always one of the most important kind of key things about her offense. She has high hairball,
Okay.
low hairball.
Oh.
Which
Okay.
is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical. Hairball. And then air hairball.
Hairball.
New to this
I'm
game,
just
it is
painted
a
to
straight,
that.
very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground and it's quick, and I think it's pretty effective. Look at that, I still got it.
Damn!
Her EX versions have some interesting properties.
Tell me about it.
So, straight one, the straight one will actually eat up fireballs.
Okay.
So if you use a barometer or zoning war, you'll actually beat out their projectile. And the low ones are really neat. So she adds that little hair whip at the beginning, and up close, actually a hit that will pop them up. Which means in the corner, you can do cool stuff.
You can combo off of that.
Like, get a combo. Oh my god. There we go.
It does restand. There we
Maybe
go.
I don't still have it.
I think it's good.
Thank you. So it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up close into an actual offensive tool.
So 2 different ways you can use it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Both
Okay.
really cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool, her cartwheel, the overhead, straight from MK9. If you EX it, it has armor. It's really good up close. It's great as a wake-up attack. You can use it after moves like this. You can mix it up with hello, or sweep, and a really fun down three. Look at that.
So like for me when I play against you, you really have to be paying attention because one of the moves is a mid, the other is overhead.
Exactly.
They look different, but you have to
Yes.
you can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then lastly, she has the classic levitate, which she can float in the air, she can drop straight down. So like for example, you're trying to zone, you can use standing low fireballs to go under your hairball. Not very effective to low fireball when you're literally not touching the ground.
Right.
She can also cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like for example, she could do the back two,
Okay, cool.
the airborne, go under flight, and if you EX it, it's actually significantly faster. And she has some true block strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Okay.
Got it.
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, oops, set it to all. I have chosen Serena, who we got a little taste of in the last trailer, but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile. You can see the cooldown.
I like that
It's
effect.
pretty quick. Then she also has Kia's blades. She goes full demon, throws multiple, they come back, and this actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. You confirm that into a full combo.
That did look
It is
That
And she
looks
could really
pretty
get
cool.
up in the
That
air.
did look
Yes.
pretty cool.
in a lot of
Yeah,
ways.
in a
I
lot
mean,
of ways. She also has her demon up kick, which is a great wake up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air. And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every cameo has at least 3, and some might have more. So she's one of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground, and while the opponent is standing in it, let's set it to default. Liu Kang's meter is being drained. Pretty quick,
Yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah.
Yo,
Now,
okay.
this is an ambush move, which means you can do it while Sindel's doing other actions. So, for example, while you have a combo going, you can summon her.
Oh, there's a lot of setups there.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can.
Okay.
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, you earn 2% cash
Commercials.
back on what you want, like first date plans and need,
No. Just my shoe.
like maybe shoes without laces. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, that's real life ready.
Okay. Did it show booty cheeks? Was that booty?
That in the corner, in the middle of your combo, have her coming out, drain your meter, stuff like that. She could even do nasty stuff like drain your meter so you can't break a combo in the middle of your combo.
She's not gonna like breakers right now.
She does not, which is let's maybe get into that a little bit more. So let's go back to what we said earlier. Sindel has a couple of moves using the cameo system. So, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this commanding presence. She has, what the kids would say is riz.
Oh, they would say that.
Oh my god.
Thank you. And, she could use that to actually command her cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown, it will be significantly faster for your cameo. So you
Okay.
can see normally, this move's already pretty quick. Once she has this active, it's even quicker, and Serena, she is recovering so fast her cooldown, she could basically do that like almost indefinitely. So you can turn what normally would be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost like any other special move. Or some of the other ones like Kia's Blades to have a pretty long cooldown, it's significantly faster when she has that active.
Now she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, yeah.
Correct. But once she gets going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist.
Okay.
When she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's cameo, and if the opponent tries to break, they will be stunned, and you get a reset instead.
Ain't no
So
fucking
let's
way.
show that again. I have the move active. Opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is like, gets the little head and, oh my god, I'm confused. And your breaker is not just disabled. Once you get that stun, they popped up and Sindel gets a full reset.
Got it.
No breakers allowed.
Couple ways to avoid them, seems
Yes.
like for her.
There's also another really interesting move I'd like to show. So for this one,
Okay.
Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out, and Sonya is actually dizzy.
Yep.
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo is out, so you have to do it on a read, the cameo is stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version. With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her. And I actually get a free use of either of the cameo's moves of my choosing. So for example, I now have square wave. And
And
that
you-
use of
you can
cameo,
pick any of them.
Correct.
Not just
Any
the one
of
they were
Sonya's
doing.
moves. Right.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time, and it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Serena's demon like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 cameo moves in one combo if you wanted to.
People are gonna have some fun in training mode on this one.
Yeah, it's really, really neat. And it's something that's gonna, how effective and the way you use it's gonna change on what the opponent's cameo is.
So they have to be super, as Sindel's opponent, you have to be super mindful about how you throwing out your cameo, because you can't just throw it out there like that, because Sindel can take control of your cameo. So you have to make sure your cameo is safe at all times. That's crazy, man. That is nuts. That is nuts, bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that all?
I think that's the best way we can finish, right?
Let's do it. I love how the hair gets all.
Oh yeah, the big hair is amazing.
Jesus Christ.
She's coming.
Get ready. Ready.
Call this the end right here, guys. Man, I'm really hyped. I know I don't look it too much. I'm really tired. I am beat. It's like 12 something in the morning right now. I came back from work not too long ago. So your boy is, I'm out there right now. But regardless of that, everybody does look cool. To me, more from this combat cast, I think General Shao and Sindel look the best. They seem the most interesting. General Shao with his stance change, and Sindel with the mind control thing over your support. It's like it completely changes the game altogether. That's crazy. You can't just let me throw out a support, to do things. Sindel's like, nah, that's mine. It's mine now. That's crazy as hell. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button again, guys. If you haven't already, it'll be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out a lot. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all are thinking right now. Let me know any character y'all interested in that y'all really interested. Top five that y'all really interested in, and yeah, just let me know how excited y'all are for the game. But like I said, subscribe again, guys. Let's get the subscribers up. Damn. That's all I can say. All I can think of at the moment. I'm really tired, so forgive me for the lack of energy. But I do appreciate you guys coming and checking out my content and just hanging out with your boy. I really do appreciate that a lot, guys. But until next time, it's been your boy Dirty. Peace.